Hey, what's up guys? John here. BlackRock, Citadel, and Luna. This situation has only just started. People think that, yeah, where it went, $100 a coin, all the way down to basically bankrupt. It's worth nothing. It's worth literally nothing. Look at KSI. He posted he put $2.8 million into Luna, and it's now worth $1,000. Now worth $1,000 from $2.8 million. A lot of people are blaming BlackRock and Citadel for the collapse of Luna. Now, what I personally think is that this picture is so much bigger than Luna. Where they are going, well, first off, BlackRock and Citadel deny creating a stablecoin. They deny this, but we could always trust them. BlackRock, they seem like a bunch of, group of really good guys. And Citadel, forget about the whole Robinhood fiasco. That's probably just a misunderstanding. These two companies, they definitely are looking out for the little guy, no doubt about it. Asset manager BlackRock and hedge fund giant Citadel Securities have denied trading the troubled Terra UST in separate emails sent exclusively to Forbes. The comments come on the back of rapidly spreading rumors. The financial giants had jointly borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin worth about $3 billion at today's prices from cryptocurrency exchange Gemini to purchase UST, only to dump the assets, causing the market to collapse and wiping out more than $25 billion in underlying Luna market value. Following on a tweet from Gemini posted earlier today, which denied making a 100,000 Bitcoin loan to any large institutional counterparties, a Citadel source familiar with the allegations confirmed the company does not trade stablecoins, including UST. BlackRock went even further. Rumors that BlackRock had a role in the collapse of UST are categorically false, said BlackRock spokesperson Logan Koffler. In fact, BlackRock does not trade UST. The rumor mill started 2 days ago when a tweet with similar messages, through notably absent any mention of BlackRock, was retweeted more than 1,000 times. And we've all seen this tweet. It's going everywhere. It's on Twitter, it's on TikTok, about how the whole thing unfolds. But they don't go where I'm about to go with this. The rumors seem to have gained traction thanks to no small part to both firms' recent entrance in crypto. In January, Citadel accepted a $1.15 billion investment from traditional VC Sequoia Capital and crypto venture giant Paradigm, which wants to use the firm's technology to bring credibility to crypto markets, included in the statement. Last year, billionaire Citadel CEO Ken Griffin earned the ire of crypto files when he outbid a group of 17,000 crypto investors to purchase the original copy of the U.S. Constitution. BlackRock, on the other hand, recently became the primary reserve manager for cash reserves of another stablecoin, USDC, managed by Circle of Coinbase, and made a strategic investment in the Circle's latest $400 million funding round. The stakes of the stablecoin collapse are further exacerbated by the rapid rise of $176 billion in cryptocurrency subset, which seeks to use more stablecoins, stable assets like the US dollar of mathematics, to compensate for crypto notorious volatility. The US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen cited the collapse yesterday when she called for stablecoin regulation. This is where I think this is going. I believe that the ultimate target at the end is always going to be regulation in crypto, because they don't want to compete with an unregulated space where everyday citizens have full control. They can make all their own decisions. With proper regulation, this is going to allow them to really be the referee of the game. They're going to be able to call who the winner and the loser is, how this whole thing plays out, and they're not going to give up that amount of power. There's no doubt about it. CNBC came out and said regulators are growing anxious about stablecoins after Terra's stunning collapse. And right here, why are regulators worried? The main fear is that major stablecoin issuers like Tether could be next to experience a run on the banks. Yellen and other U.S. officials have often compared them to money market funds. In 2008, the Reserve Primary Fund, the original money market fund, lost its net asset value of $1 a share. The fund held some of its assets in commercial paper, short-term corporate bonds from Lehman Brothers when Lehman went bust. Now, I wonder what's going to happen with a lot of 401ks and retirement plans, and how that's all going to play out over the next 10 and 15 years with the dollar. It's going to be very interesting to see how this whole situation plays out, and if the dollar is really, the gold standard, because we're seeing 20%, 30% in inflation. We're not seeing a trophy which would be the dollar, as the regulators are saying, this is what we can do, this is what we can provide. We can provide stability. They can't provide stability in the own dollar. How can they provide stability in anything else? Previously, Tether said its reserves consisted entirely of dollars, but it's reversed this position after a 2019 settlement with the New York Attorney General. Disclosures from the firm revealed it had very little cash, but lots of unidentified commercial paper. Tether now says it is reducing the level of commercial paper it owns and increasing its holdings of the U.S. Treasury bills. We expect recent developments to lead to increased calls for regulation of stablecoins. Rating agencies Fitch said on a note Thursday, while the risk of stablecoins like Tether can be more manageable than algorithmic ones like UST, as ultimately falls down to the creditworthiness of the firms that issues, according to Fitch. Many regulated financial entities have increased their exposure to cryptocurrencies, DeFi, and other forms of digital finance in recent months, and some Fitch-rated users could be affected if crypto market volatility becomes severe, the company said. There's also a risk of the impact of the real economy, for example, though negative wealth effects if crypto asset values fall steeply. Nonetheless, we view the risk to Fitch-related issuers and real economic activity as being generally very low. I believe this is going to be the step forward for regulation. I believe we're going to be stepping into this whole new era over the next year, 2 years. The Fed's coming out with their own digital currency. They're going to be coming out with a bunch of big changes, I believe, to the cryptocurrency space. I think this is going to be a really big segue straight into a direction that most crypto investors and most people that are excited about crypto would not like. What do you think about all this? Where do you think this is all going? Do you think the Citadel BlackRock scenario was orchestrated, or do you think that it was just a coincidence? Can you trust BlackRock and Citadel? Drop your comments below. Let me know your whole thoughts on this situation. Where do you see everything going? And subscribe here also on my second YouTube channel. It's going to be a podcast next week, and on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. Everything's in the banner. I'll catch you guys later.